Right now, your eyes are feeding your brain a completely inverted version of reality. It's a geometric fact. The world hits your retina upside down. Like a camera obscura, when light passes through a small opening, the rays must cross. Top becomes bottom, creating an inverted projection. Your eye uses this system too. The cornea and lens bend light, focusing a real image onto the back of your eye. Because of the physics of converging lenses, the raw optical pattern landing on your retina is mathematically guaranteed to be rotated 180 degrees. A common simplification suggests the brain performs a second inversion, essentially flipping the picture back so we can see properly. Neuroscientists caution that this phrasing is misleading. There is no internal screen inside your head, and no biological mechanism to physically rotate a photograph. To understand how you actually experience a stable world, we have to look at how biological data is processed, discarding the idea of an internal photograph entirely. The retina functions as a biological sensor array. It is packed with millions of specialized photoreceptors designed to sample incoming light. These photoreceptors convert physical photons into electrical signals. This code travels through the optic nerve, moving information rather than an image. The path leads through a relay station called the LGN, reaching the primary visual cortex at the back of the brain. Here, it maintains a retinotopic map, preserving spatial layout as a coordinate system rather than a photo. When signals reach the visual cortex, the raw data from the eye is plotted onto this neural map for further analysis. In the mid-20th century, Nobel laureates David Hubel and Torsten Wiesel discovered how the brain actually interprets this map. Neurons perform a stepwise analysis. Cells fire selectively to isolate features, stripping the world into layers of contrast, patterns, and motion. Running simultaneously, these detectors allow the brain to calculate a working model of reality from their relationships. You can test this by tilting your head. The room stays stable because your brain integrates head rotation data from your balance system, overriding the angle of the light on your retina. Our upright worldview is a frame-by-frame computational model built entirely from extracted raw data. Scientists have pushed this system to its limit using inversion goggles, devices that completely flip the incoming visual field before it even hits the eye. Early experiments showed total disorientation. Subjects would reach in the wrong direction and struggle to navigate even basic environments. However, over days of sustained exposure, the brain begins to recalibrate. It forces an alignment between the new visual inputs and the body's cues for touch and balance. Eventually, subjects regain their ability to ride bicycles and pour tea. They report moments where the world feels upright again, even though the optics are still reversed. When the goggles are finally removed, subjects face a new shock. Normal reality can temporarily feel upside down as the brain tries to unlearn its adaptation. These experiments show that upright is a learned interpretation. The brain creates coherence out of whatever sensory signals it consistently receives. The hardware of your eye lens mathematically inverts incoming light. Your retina immediately converts that light into a stream of electrical code. The visual cortex maps that code and extracts its structural features, and your brain reconstructs those signals into a stable model you can use to navigate. Your experience of reality is a calculated reconstruction. Your brain takes measurements of the world and builds a model you can survive in. If your brain is just interpreting raw data to build your reality, what is one thing you see every day that you suspect might look totally different to someone else?